Evet. 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 Evet.
Süresi sayma. Silmez. Süresi sayma. Silmez. Süresi sayma. Silmez. Süresi sayma.
I will order we can use this obeying I will order we can use
Sen.
manifestation chilling yapılabilir
Sen.
garden water for and big also a place for all characters and the lecture significance but also all places because theory characteristics and how much for the character
Okay, now speak on even for phone, speak on even for phone, speak on
the imperative to act with clarity, collaborate, and innovation has never been weaker. Our job versus coverage, innovation, and outcomes has never been fundamentally opposed. Versus coverage, innovation, and outcomes has never been fundamentally opposed.
Hello. Hello. In my presentation. In my presentation. Again. Okay. Good afternoon, colleagues. Today I will present our research and possible results on using human pose estimation as a tool for improving upper lip pigmentation. The work was conducted at UC Moscow Technical University of Communication Informatics and focuses on bringing the gap between modern AI methods and real clinical rehabilitation workflows. Strokes remain one of the worst leading causes of disability. Around 20 million new strokes occur each year, and since 1999, the total number of cases has increased by nearly 70%. The total number of cases has increased by nearly 70%. The total number of cases has increased by nearly 70%. The total number of cases has increased by nearly 70%.
Dibreak na yun. Dibreak na yun. Anda sa sa kaji data. As for it, dibreak na yun. Dibreak. Sika gusto. Ada pa gusto ko ada data. As for it, it's a it's a project. So no misra mo na data. Sika gusto ay gusto ko shara. And check this guy. Check this guy. The break
Our distinguished guests, Dr. Mansur Abdullah, Senior Advisors from Ministry of Justice, የተከበሩ Dr. Alamnesh Hailemaryam, Director of Vital Strategies, እንዲሁም Dr. Alamaye Makonnen, Executive Director of Ethiopia Public Health, እነሱ ባሉበት ዶክመንት ይዙና ከኪሎት በኋላ እነዚህ ደግሞ ያወያዩናል ማለት ነው። ባካችሁ ለነሱ ሞራል ናቸው። አስቆጥረው ወረደ ያወያዩናል ማለት ነው። ባካችሁ ለነሱ ሞራል ናቸው። አስቆጥረው ወረደ ያወያዩናል ማለት ነው። ባካችሁ ለነሱ በነገራችን ላይ ይሄኛው እስከሚያስተካክሉ ድረስ በዚህ ፕሮግራም ላይ በዚህ ስፒች ሞስኮ University of Rwanda, Addis Ababa University, from Alabama University, and you, the sponsor, Addis Ababa Minister of Health, Vital Strategies, the sponsor, Kainagar, you work on the Chiba, Isaac Bochin, Calabra Marcos, the sponsor, University of Rwanda, Isaac Bochin, Pulevora, Ila University, Hawassa University, Bahada University, Jimma University, Africa University, Hawassa University, Bahada University, ከደሴ እንዲሁም ከዲታ የማህበረሰብ ተወካዮች፣ የሆስፒታል ኃላፊዎች፣ ሆስፒታሎቻችን፣ የጤና ሴንተሮቻችን እንዲሁም ሆስፒታሎቻችን የባንክ እንዲሁም ሆስፒታሎቻችን ሐኪም ማህበር አባሎቻችን እንዲሁም ከኛ ጋር ያሉ ተባካችሁ ለእሱ ሞራል ሲሆንስኪ ለሁሉ ሞራል ስለዚህ የመጀመሪያው ምዕራፋችን ጉዞ ወደ ሞስኮ ከዛም ወደ ሩዋንዳ እንሄዳለን። ከዛ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ይሄን ነበር ዶክተር ግዳሰው ከዛም ወደ ሩዋንዳ እንሄዳለን። ከዛ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ይሄን ነበር ዶክተር ግዳሰው ከዛም ወደ ሩዋንዳ እንሄዳለን። ከዛ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ይሄን ነበር ዶክተር ግዳሰው Can you maximize your
PowerPoint, your slide. Can you maximize your PowerPoint?
Good afternoon, colleagues.
Your slide.
You hear me?
Can you maximize? I think you are muted.
Good afternoon, colleagues. You hear me?
No, I do hear him.
You are muted.
I do hear him from Rwanda. Possibly the system in setting. I do hear him from Rwanda. Possibly the system in setting. I do hear him from Rwanda. Possibly the system in setting.
Use mic.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You see my presentation? Hey, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You see my presentation? Hey, you hear me? You see my presentation? You see my presentation? You see my presentation? Alex, you see my presentation? Can I start? Alex,
We can request you to wait for only a minute or two.
can I start?
We can request you to wait for only a minute or two.
Can I start?
Good morning from Ethiopia. Wollo, listen. Good morning from Ethiopia. Wollo, listen. Can you hear us? Good morning from Ethiopia.
We do hear you. I do hear you from Rwanda, but there is echo behind. We do hear you. I do hear you
From Moscow. From Moscow.
From Moscow, Russia, you hear me?
We do hear you.
Thank you. From Moscow.
From Moscow, Russia, you hear me?
Thank you for joining us in the second International Health Research Conference hosted by Wollo University Tertiary Care Campus. Now we move to our high-level keynote speeches. First begin from Moscow. I would like to invite Fabrico from Russia. I'm very much lucky to the audience. Many audiences are very eager to attend your presentation.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, before keynote speech goes, I would like to introduce Mr. Fabrico from Moscow, Russia. As we discuss the future of healthcare, where I would like to remember that technology knows we are now older. Though our guest speaker is joining us from thousands of miles from Russia, Moscow Technical University of Communication and Informatics, work right here in Wollo, the very way we think about recovery and rehabilitation. Please look to the screen as we welcome Mr. Fabrico. Fabrico is a leading senior voice in digital health, an intelligent system as a researcher and deputy head of his department is a master of computer vision. Studying computer his groundbreaking research in human examination is changing lives. Imagine what with a computer can see patients' movements during lives. Neurological therapy providing real-time feedback to help them walk or remove again with precision. Whether it is improving medical rehabilitation or enhancing driver safety, though AI Arthur is a pioneer of the intelligent system that will define the never decade, the next decade of health. Zoe is joining us through the miracle of digital communication. His insights are as immediate and vital as if you were standing here in the Wollo. Please let us give him a warm welcome to our first keynote speaker, our first one, Mr. Adam Pabliko. Let's give him the biggest applause of the place. Pabliko, the
Hello.
following stage is your
Hello, everyone.
Order to invite you and have you this second international health research conference. I would like to tell you lastly that it's 20 minutes to present. I will give you a short signal when you have left 2 minutes so that you can finish the speech. Thank you. You can start. When you have left 2 minutes so that you can finish.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Today I will present our research and participant results on using human post estimation as a tool for improving upper limb rehabilitation. The work was concluded at Moscow Technical University of Communication and Informatics and focuses on bringing the gap between modern AI methods and real clinical rehabilitation of post. Stroke remains one of the world's leading causes of disability. Around 20 million new strokes occur each year, and since 1999, the total number of cases has increased by nearly 17%. Most survivors experience upper limb motor impairments, yet fewer than 14 receives continued rehabilitation after hospital discharge. Digital and AI-powered rehabilitation technologies have demonstrated 20 to 35% improvement in motor outcomes, but access remains highly unequal, especially in low-income regions where rehabilitation availability is 10 times lower. This challenge emphasizes the urgency of accessible digital solutions. Rehabilitation system today has several structural barriers. First, it's a limited access and inequality. Rehabilitation centers are concentrated in major cities, leaving rural populations underserved. Second, there is a serious shortage of specialists. One clinician may supervise dozens of patients, reducing personalization and increasing dropout rates. Third, traditional movement assessments remain subjective, relying on visual observation or manually goniometry. And finally, many digital systems require expensive hardware or cloud-based AI, increased cost and infrastructure demands. This motivates the development of affordable, scalable, and driven tools that run on consumer devices. The aim of the research is to improve the effectiveness of AI-driven rehabilitation system through methods for analyzing upper limb motor patterns based on visual data. Our objectives include reviewing exciting digital visual processing techniques, designing reproducible biomechanical metrics for movement assessment, developing algorithms for pathological motion pattern detection, and creating an automated information system that integrates these methods into real clinical workflows. Among various approaches, we selected a human pulse estimation as the foundational technology. It's smartless and works with a standard camera, no sensors or suite required. It runs on laptops, tablets, and browsers without special hardware. Human pulse estimation provides real-time joint angles, amplitude, velocity, and symmetry metrics with latency below 25 milliseconds make it highly suitable for digital rehabilitation environment. This slide presents our compression of state-of-art human pose estimation neural network model. We ovulated them in terms of accuracy, robustness to occlusion, inference speed, and suitability for running locally on consumer devices. Based on this criteria, we select Place Pose as a core model for system. Place Pose provides an excellent balance of precision and computational efficiency, offers stable tracking in single-camera video streams, and runs directly in the browser with minimal latency. Its lightweight architecture makes real-time updates where label joint tracking without cloud The objectively quantify movement performance, we developed a set of geometric and temporal motion metrics. These metrics capture amplitude, joint coordination, symmetry, and compensatory movements. They form the basis of our algorithm for identifying abnormal motor states. You can see it on the slide. Using the metrics, we implemented a classification system that detects typical pathological patterns such as track leaning, excessive shoulder elevation, asynchronous patterns, or reduced automatic method classification improves objectivity and enables early detection on motor deficits. Based on this algorithm, we developed a complete automated information system. It supports personalized rehabilitation program design, real-time motion monitoring and feedback, structured progress and analytics, and integration with communication services such as email or Telegram. The system runs directly in the web browser, no installation required. The architecture you can see on this slide. This slide demonstrates the real-time capabilities of the system. All video processing is performed locally on the patient device, ensuring data privacy. The system continuously computes joint angles, amplitude, and posture metrics, and compares them with reference templates. Immediate visual feedbacks help patients correct mistakes during exercise execution. After each session, the system automatically logs and analyzes all motion data. Compensatory movements such as track leaning or shoulder elevation are highlighted visually. Clinical receipts reports then enable efficient remote monitoring and follow-up. Main model of our AIS. The main system models include the patient dashboard, the training history and progress visualization model, the individualized training program structure, and clinical level analytic and static tools. Pilot testing and results. The pilot study launched in June of 2024 involving around 18 patients. More than 17% continued using the system and coverage adherence rate. Most participants showed improvements in pathological motor patterns within 4 to 6 weeks. Technically, the system operates smoothly in modern browsers. The load remains below 30% and frame processing time stays under 25 milliseconds. Clinicians reported that generated individualized rehabilitation programs take about a few minutes, which is 54% faster than standard manual playing. This example illustrates how a patient's performance improved over the rehabilitation period. We observed smoother trajectories, reduced compensatories, and more consistent amplitude control. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention.
Publico, can you hear me now? Publico, can you hear me now? Can you hear us? Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you from Rwanda.
Rwanda.
I'm hearing you from Rwanda.
So we proceed to the next virtual presentation. Stay with us, audiences. So we proceed to the next virtual.
Are you with us?
Stay with us, audiences.
Hello, Professor. Professor Abraham, are you with us? Shall we continue?
Yes, I am with you.
Professor Abraham, are you with us?
Okay.
Shall we continue? Now,
Yes, I am with you.
distinguished ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
I am very proud to introduce few information from the ocean about today's another international keynote speaker about Professor Abraham Haile. He is the principal of the College of Medicine and Science at the University of Rwanda. He is a distinguished professor of pediatrics. He has over 30 years experience in the health system and higher education. He holds medical degree and specialization in pediatrics from the Addis Ababa University. He served around 9 years in Jimma University, and again he served as editor-in-chief of Ethiopian Journal of Health Science. Professor Abraham has published over 100 peer-reviewed articles as a principal investigator, and also he earned prestigious award, honorary doctorate from the University of Oslo, and again he, our professor, earned again Ethiopian Extraordinary Lifetime Contribution Award from Ethiopian Ministry of Health and Pediatricians of the Year Award of Ethiopian Pediatrician Association or Society. Now, our professor is going to present his keynote speech on the title Quality and Accreditation of Medical and Health Education. Dear Professor, now we are here to ready and to eager to learn from you, from your vast experience. So, dear brothers and sisters, please share your hand to say welcome, dear Professor. So, dear Prof, the maximum time that you have is 20 minutes. Now you can enjoy. The floor is open for you. You are welcome again. Please give me your hand again, man. Now you can enjoy. You can continue, dear Professor. You are welcome again. Please give me your hand again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the introduction. As it was said already by the moderator, my name is Abraham Haile Amlak Mutike, and I am presenting from University of Rwanda. As it was already said, I sent the PowerPoint to Dr. Matadel if you got it, or shall I share?
it's better to share from your side.
Okay.
It's better to share from your side.
Okay.
It's better to share from your side.
Okay.
It's better to share from your side.
Am I permitted to? Am I permitted to?
ሲሳይ ይፍቀድለት ዶክተር አስረስ
እሺ
ሲሳይ ይፍቀድለት
አድርግለት እስኪ
ዶክተር አስረስ
አጠቅልምኛት
ሰማይ ተከመን አድርግለት እስኪ Question for you, Professor.
Okay, thank you very much. Make it full slide.
Professor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hold on. Yeah, it's full screen.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's full screen.
Okay. First of all, I would like to congratulate Wollo University for successfully organizing this second scientific conference. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. And secondly, I thank you very much for inviting me to take part in this conference. I was tasked by Dr. Matadal to say something about quality and accreditation in medical and health education. So, in line with this, it's not my research output, just I will speak on general terms and also the experiences we had in Ethiopia as well as here in Rwanda. Please go to the next slide. Please go to the next slide. Next slide. Please go to the next slide. Next slide. Are we together? Next slide.
Yeah, it is the third slide.
Are we together?
It is in the third slide. Yeah, here. It is the third slide.
The outline, for me, I do see only the title, so let me follow my slides then. So, the outline is, I will say, something on the definition, why accreditation, the processes and the benefits, and who are accrediting academic programs. I will speak on those items. So the third slide, I'm not inventing new things, just saying something on what you are regularly doing. the two terms, quality assurance and accreditation, they are a bit different, but both working for quality. So quality assurance is an ongoing, mostly internal, but it can happen by the external body as well. It is a continuous monitoring, improvement, and ensuring quality standards. That of accreditation is periodic activity, and it is being done by a mandated external body, an organ which is mandated to accredit institutions, academic programs, scientific journals, and even individuals. And it is checking against a set standards, quality standards. Move to the next slide. For the slide, I will focus more on program accreditation than quality assurance, as quality assurance is your day-to-day activity. As I have said earlier, program accreditation is a periodic process where evaluation of programs against the defined standards is taking place. For this, we usually, for medicine, we follow the World Federation for Medical Education standards. They have the standards for the undergraduate education and the standards for postgraduate education. And those standards are under 9 domains, which are shown in the second bullet. For Ethiopia, to my memory, while we were working at Ministry of Health, we worked to Ethiopianize, to contextualize to the Ethiopian context based on the World Federation for Medical Education documents, not only for medicine, but also for other disciplines too, with support from Japan. It is conducted by recognized accrediting bodies, as I have said earlier. Next slide. Why do we do accreditation? This is accreditation is required to ensure production of competent and ethical health professionals. This is to protect patient safety as well as public trust. It also serves to protect students and the public by ensuring quality training, because it is investment. The investment by family, by individual students, and also by the public has to be in accredited body. It also helps in the process of licensure for the future, employment, and further education. This line, the Western world, the UK, America, and Canada, as well as Australia, have said already said that from June 2024 onwards, they will not receive medical graduates from an accredited institution. So, if our programs, our institutions are not accredited, our graduates will not be licensed in the Western world, and they will not practice as practitioners. It encourages institutional improvement and innovation. It also helps to align education with the national and global health priorities. And again, it promotes in total accountability and continuous improvement. So in the process of accreditation, I know in Ethiopian system, just departments perceive the idea, discuss at school or college level, and after then curricular development submitted to the Senate. After Senate approval, it used to send to Minister of Education, and if Minister of Education permits, we used to open a program. The practice here in the East African community, including Rwanda, is that before you go for accreditation, there is what they call it preliminary approval. That preliminary approval is you submit the program name and the needs assessment, as well as some program specification to the regulatory body. And the regulatory body checks that thoroughly, and it gives program preliminary approval, or it denies. And thereafter, you go for curriculum development. After curriculum development, you undergo institutional validation and approval. This is department level approval, school level approval, college level approval, Senate approval. And it is thereafter you submit to the regulatory body, to the accrediting body. Next slide, still on accreditation. So, next slide, initial accreditation or re-accreditation, the process is more or less similar. It is a cycle. For re-accreditation, what is required is self-study or self-assessment, and submit that evidence to the regulatory body, and the regulatory body reviews the self-assessment report and provides feedback. And you sit down again at institution level to address those feedbacks and develop a sort of mitigation plan. In a month or two, after addressing those feedbacks, you submit again to the accrediting body or regulatory body to inviting them to come for verification visit. So they set a team from professional bodies and from their offices, and they conduct external peer review and site visits. The staffing, they check all the documentations, and also they visit the labs, classrooms, and also the clinical rotation sites. And then they provide decisions with the recommendations. Either they give you preliminary, conditional accreditation or full accreditation with the recommendation. If it is conditional accreditation, you are not entitled to start the program or to run the program. You have to address first the comments, and you have to get full accreditation. If you get full accreditation and with some recommendation, you can start the program, but you can still have time, about 3 months, to address the recommendations. And periodic monitoring and re-accreditation process continues likewise. Next slide. What is the benefit of accreditation? As I have said earlier, the beneficiaries are the students being educated in accredited institution, accredited program. In the assurance of high quality education and clinical training is there. and recognition of qualification nationally and internationally is there as well. As I have said earlier, the Western world, if they maintained it, they said they will not receive anymore. And improved access to professional licensure and mobility, because their base is this one. This is the gatekeeper. And better learning environment and academic support system, because the accrediting body checks the classrooms, laboratories, skills lab, as well as other infrastructures, including clinical infrastructure for teaching and learning. These are some of the benefits that the learners do get. The benefit to the institution, next slide, it helps to enhance academic reputation and credibility so that it can attract students. It can attract outstanding students, external, international students, and also its image will get better there, as a result. A structured framework for continuous improvements is also part of these benefits from the accreditation process, and it helps to attract partnerships, funding, and research opportunities, and it helps to strengthen governance, because one of the dominant is governance and institutional accountability. So the institution by itself will benefit, and its income will get better as well, especially if it is private private institution. Next slide. And the health system, the industry, it will receive competent and ethical health workforce. As you might have read from the Lancet Global Commission report of 2018, the number of patients dying from poor quality of care outnumbers the number of patients who are dying in the community. So quality, institutional days is higher than community days because of poor quality of health. So maintaining the quality of education helps providing competent and ethical health workforce to the health system, and it will help to align with national and global health priorities, and it will help to improve patient safety and quality of care, and it will also support for universal health coverage goals. And last but not least, under this domain, that which I have said, the Lancet Commission report 2018, which you can access and go through. Next slide. So, having said this about accreditation, who is accrediting academic programs? I'm going through in three categories: the national accrediting bodies, regional accrediting bodies, and global accrediting bodies. National, like the Ethiopian, the former HERCA, and the current ETA are the ones mandated for, but to my experience, until now, they are not doing mandatory accreditation for new programs. It is on demand-based accreditation what they are running. For Rwanda, there is what we call it Higher Education Council, which is reporting to the Ministry of Education. It is a sort of autonomous agency, and without getting preliminary approval from them, we cannot develop curriculum. Once we get preliminary approval, as I have said earlier, we once we get develop the curriculum, we validate at institution level, then we submit for them for accreditation. Without full accreditation, we cannot open a program at all. Even we cannot call for students. So this is the process here. Similarly, in Uganda, the National Council for Higher Education is tasked or mandated for institutional for accreditation of programs. In India, there is what they call it National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is mandated to accredit academic programs. Similarly, in UK, it is handled. There is no a single organization. It is being done by a group of organizations like the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education, Office for Students, plus health professional regulatory councils and licensing bodies are working together. By the way, the health professional regulatory bodies, they work together here in Rwanda, Uganda, and India as well. Next slide. For regional accrediting bodies, here in the region, East Africa, there is East African Community Harmonization Initiatives, where they have their own standards, which is harmonized with the national standards. And there is also African Quality Assurance Network, which is working on that aspect. It is continental actually, not regional. Pan-African Quality Assurance and Accreditation Framework. It is the African Union Initiative for Continental Quality Assurance Harmonization. And it's not yet very strong, but it is working. There is regional professional examination and accreditation boards, but it doesn't accredit as such directly programs, but it works with either regional or continental accreditation bodies. And in Europe, there is European standards and guidelines. Mainly, it develops the standards and guidelines, but national accrediting bodies utilize those harmonized standards and guidelines to accredit academic programs, so that those programs accredited by national bodies, they are considered as they are accredited by the European standards and guidelines. When it comes to global accreditation, next slide, there are two groups here. There are organs that are accrediting selected or specific programs, and there are organs which are accrediting all programs. For specific programs, as you see here, is like the World Federation for Medical Education, that is specific to medicine and dentistry. It sets global standards, as I have said earlier, undergraduate standard and the postgraduate standards. It recognizes national accreditation agencies worldwide, meaning it doesn't accredit programs by itself, but it accredits the national accrediting or regional accrediting bodies. Like it accredits ETA in Ethiopia or HEC in Rwanda, the programs that are accredited by those national accrediting bodies are considered as if they are accredited by the World Federation for Medical Education. The International Confederation for Midwives, again, it sets global standard for midwifery education, and it recognizes programs meeting ICM global standards, and also World Physiotherapy. Again, it accredits only physiotherapy programs. Again, develops global education standards, supports accreditation benchmarking across countries. And this group, again, Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education. This is not specific, not global, it is American, but it is mandated to do global accreditation too. So this is other one. Again, are we together, by the way? Again, global accrediting bodies still global accrediting continuing for comprehensive programs like continuing for comprehensive programs.